Now, the socio-economic trend towards a mix of energy sources is creating more need to diversify portfolios to include both renewables and unconventionals. In this new environment, the right consultancy and management is key to success. RPS Energy works with clients on every aspect of their projects to offer an integrated approach across the entire asset lifecycle, as Joanna reports.
The energy landscape is changing. Companies are diversifying their portfolios to include renewables and unconventionals, alongside the more traditional sources of oil and gas. As well as supporting companies in a changing energy environment, RPS is embracing new ways of working, such as using innovative technology like drones. Geological data acquired from footage of rock formations like here in Ireland is ultimately used to help understand 3D models. As well as doing technical work for companies, RPS says it can assist with the full life cycle of an asset through project management, upstream, mid and downstream.
We are technical specialists, and what we can do is build a team who can work with that client and see their project through. And that could be a drilling project, that could be a development project where they're installing a platform, pipelines. It could be a major field development where they start off where we're looking at the permitting. We would bring environmental specialists in. We would bring operational specialists in who can oversee the offshore aspects of it.
When the startup company needed to assess opportunities in Africa for drilling platforms, it came to RPS for independent advice. RPS is a British firm with a global outlook. It has 250 clients in 150 countries. This diversity and expert knowledge was invaluable for the startup company for their venture in Ghana.
Having someone with the skills that have seen so many opportunities around Africa before, they would have analogues, they would have the expertise to be able to analyse the geophysics, put a geological picture together, do the petroleum reservoir engineering as to how well this would flow, and even take it through to a commercial analysis. So having that independent view, rather than having the wool pulled over our eyes, was very useful.
One of the areas in which RPS works is subsurface evaluation, looking at things like this reservoir. A 3D model breaks it down into cells. A simulation shows what will happen if oil and gas are extracted. This helps assess the most efficient way to develop an oil field to maximise production.
We're going to try and assess the profitability.
RPS is well known for its consulting, including producing independent reports. These cover a host of areas: HSE environmental impact assessments, competent persons reports, independent commercial valuations and reserves reports. Independent resource estimates are critical in all these areas, and RPS reports illustrate the potential production of an oil or gas field and show its development costs and resulting value.
What we, I think, are unique in doing is providing a very integrated perspective, so that not only do we look at the subsurface and the surface facilities required, but in addition to that we have teams that look at the commercialisation, say, of gas. We have an economics team. We have a team that looks at the HSE aspects of a development or of a producing field. So they can look at the track record on environmental discharges, on their safety record.
Following the oil price crash and continued uncertainty, RPS says a key energy source for the future is gas.
Firstly, it's a very plentiful resource. People like the IEA estimated independently that there's over 200 years of gas available. Which means that it's there for the long-term future. It's a very clean source of energy and highly efficient. Also, interestingly, it's a resource that can be brought on stream relatively quickly.
RPS has worked on 20,000 projects since 2003. It says it's involved in some of the most important and challenging infrastructure, environmental, energy and development projects as the energy environment continues to change.